Hello and welcome back to Ark. Well, this is my continuation of the Ark Sanctuary build. I ended up having a lot more. I just kept adding mods to that playthrough. I love playing Ark. I just love. I'm a pack rat, I guess you could say, as far as I get everything, even if I don't need it, and then I just keep on taming creatures over and over and over again. And usually I get overwhelmed. But I had so many creature mods in that game that eventually it got to where it was just unplayable. So I had to scrap it, lost everything. Not a problem. So I went ahead and, let's see, can I... You can see on if it clears up. Is it going to clear up? Well, you can see on the map where I'm at. I'm at the bottom herbivore island. Oh, it's finally cleared up right after I did that. Okay. So you can see where I'm at. And I came down, died like 4 or 5 times on the way down here. Just trying to swim down here. Ended up taming up an Anglio, trike. I think I got the trike first. And then I got a couple Parashars out here. I got this one. He was a low level. I still got to tweak the settings a little bit because I think I have the settings. I didn't think I had it too high. I think I only got it like they gain 1.5 per level. But whenever you look at it, oh, what did I just do? No, I don't want the large settings. Whenever you look at it, it gives them an outrageous amount of health. So I'm going to have to end up taking that back down. Everything else seems like it's pretty good as far as level-wise and as far as when you put a point in it. Let's see. We're going to put like a 1 point of... See, he didn't gain that much weight. Speed. See, he didn't gain that much speed. But when he ends up putting it into health, it jumps up 200 points. I mean, I think... On some creatures, I think that's a little bit too high. On some other ones, I don't really see a problem with it. But and then stamina, I don't think stamina was that bad either. Okay, I might need to. So health and stamina, might want to go ahead and drop those two down. Stamina is not something on these creatures. I don't think I should have to worry about weight, and I don't think I should have to worry about stamina. I want to focus on, do we want to put health? Do we want to put melee damage? We want speed. So I'm going to end up tweaking these a little bit. Let's see, movements. Yeah, 3 points. So I'm going to tweak the settings probably right after this recording and go ahead and lower it down again. Just a little bit more to get it a little bit more into my liking. I think this one... Yeah, okay, this one's already fixed. Let me... Oh, I can't exit. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and show in here. I added in a stack mod late. And so... Yeah, I think it's this one right here. So I got a whole bunch of stacks 100s and then a regular one right here. So I'm trying to get rid of all the 100s. I mean, I could drop them, but I'm going to use Flint for something. I mean, remembering all the stuff that I end up have to craft and everything. I was trying to go for a pretty big base. At least this is where I'm gonna. It's a herbivore island, so anything I put here, I know is gonna be okay. And so I kind of want this to be my collection area. I was going up, and what I'm thinking about it, of course it would end up completely obliterating the spawns and everything, but what I was wanting to do is this is the base and it goes up, and then I'm going to go ahead and maybe eclipse the top of there, but the only problem is, it's already affecting the spawns. What I should have done is I should have just put a whole bunch of chests down here and just kept on farming all those spawns, but I wanted to get an area in here to start working. But that's what I should have done, because already some of the spawns up top are not spawned anymore, which was the idea, but I wanted to build this up more. So I'm going to have to take some of these guys somewhere else. Now, I don't have any teleportation mods. I don't have any pickup mods, to put them on your shoulder. So whenever I get a tame, you have to go ahead and come back. You have to get it all the way back. Most of the stuff I have in here is vanilla-ish, kind of. If you look, let's look in here. We got S Plus. I did put the baby Yoda. I love the little guy. I went ahead and put it in there. I got the best egg maker because I had already had twice now. I've already gotten up a set of T-Rexes and everything to take on the Spider Queen or the Brood Mother, and then I jumped off the mount one time and it got the whole thing got wiped. Every creature in there because I got killed. And then the second time, I had already tamed up everything, and then I couldn't end up getting near the T-Rexes. So I went ahead and got the best egg maker mod put in here. We're going to check out and see how it is. We got the builder's helmet, which I put it in here in case I run into something I can't pick up, basically. We got the skin crafter, which adds in a whole bunch of skins. I'll show you that in a second. We got the easy Chibi food bow. This one is an interesting one because I missed that whole event about adding in the chibis. Am I saying that right? Chibis? But this one, you still got to get a good kibble and put them in there to get them. So it's not an easy turn in, basically. We got the upgrade station, so I can go ahead and upgrade. I really like the upgrade station. You can go ahead and keep on upgrading different aspects of your stuff. And I got the fog remover, which I've found it comes in handy. It works off and on. As far as, like, it's an older mod, and I don't know if it's even upgraded anymore. I put the werewolf mod in there just because it looks so cool. But that was one of the aspects that I realized I might need to tweak the settings a little bit more. We're going to actually... my son will probably end up joining us in this. We've already put the mods on his computer, and he has never beaten regular Ark. He's never beaten. I haven't either, to be honest. But I play with the other mods and everything. I have all the expansions. He doesn't. So I'm going to end up having on my episodes whenever he's not in. I'm going to go to Scorched Earth. I'm going to try to get us some more mods. I'm going to be taming multiple creatures because he is going to end up playing too. But he probably won't be in all the time. Let's see what else we got if it ends up showing. I put better... I can't remember what it's called, but it's Advanced Rafts. I put that in here because I wanted to go ahead and build up on that a little bit. I built a couple of building mods. I can't remember. The dinghy might be from Advanced. I think that's all I'm going to be able to just remember the name of scrolling through. I'll have to end up in the down below. I'll have all the list of different mods. If anybody has any suggestions, that's a mod that's relatively I guess vanilla-ish. I don't want to go ahead and go like the egg maker was and the baby Yoda. Those are the only two. And, well, the werewolf kind of fits in. The baby Yoda does too because he doesn't have any force powers, not that I know of. But and taming sedative, I put that in here. I haven't been able to make any of that though. But see, the crafting on that is pretty high, so it's still relatively good. I did put one like this right here. This is a different type that adds in more Tranq-Arrows and stuff, but like 10 narcotic makes one blue narcotic. So it's still, I think the balance on that was pretty good. But if anybody has any suggestions on animal mods, creature mods, I always like trying out the new creatures, but I don't want the completely way advanced creatures. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some that are baseline vanilla. There's a couple in there that I remember slightly that they were pretty good as far as vanilla type creatures. But I would, maybe I'll put those in there. But at the same time, one thing that I've come to realize with the werewolves that I put in here, They spawn in a lot of places that I used to go ahead and build my base. So, yeah. And they're pretty strong. But anyways, so Ark is a mod that I can lose myself in. The games that I play on here, I have a tendency to lose myself playing. What was that? And I'm also playing with a new mouse. It's not really a new mouse, but I can't remember the brand name. I bought it on sale. It was at Walmart, and they had it where this is the last model. It's a rat. It's a rat 3, I think. I'm not too sure. I broke my other mods, or my other mouses, and my son broke his, and I had to give him my old one. But anyways, so I'm playing with the settings on here. The boats, I don't like the dinghy. The advanced longship, it looks really cool. It's a little bit easier to control, but we'll have to end up seeing how it ends up being. I did go down. I tamed up a lot of pterodons up here because that time that was all it could end up making, and I made a advanced raft, and I went down to Carno Island, and I got him by accident, which he's 125 now, but he or she was 40 or 50 when that was. You'll see my raft in a second, but I kind of came up and I didn't see her near me, and she kind of just landed in my lap basically and just flew straight in. And I tried to get a saber-tooth while I was there too, but he killed me, so I had to fly one of the pterodons back down there to get it. Ooh, those lights are bad. But Carno Island, I used to play it with I used mods to bring in scorched earth creatures, and so Carno Island used to be a lot harder than what it is now, because it used to have all the wyverns all around Carno Island, and now it just, it's got some T-Rexes and it's not that big a deal. And I find that the werewolves are really the only thing that ends up. Maybe it's because I was playing with so many mods before to added in all the creatures from all the expansions, so maybe that's the reason why it's a little bit kind of easier. I don't know. But yeah, this is what we're going to end up doing. We're going to focus on like the taming up the best creatures, because I want to keep certain ones, but I got to tweak the settings again, like I was saying, to go ahead and lower it back down. But I did go ahead after I got the bird. I went down to the bottom. No, actually, it's at if you're going lat and then long, it's 50. No, it's 45ish, maybe 40, 15 up there in that corner right before you get to the snow area. There's that little alcove. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. But I went down there and got a direwolf, and I got a werewolf. There's the raft I was making. And I tamed that Bronto up just because my son likes Brontos. And I figured, what the hey. I thought it had a bluish tint. Maybe you can't tell it in there. Maybe it's not even a bluish tint. But as you can see, I just made this little rinky-dink thing, which it works fine when you park it right up on the land like this, but when you're in the water, it makes it hard to get up on the ramp. But it is what it is. But I did get a... Where's that? It's up here. Oops. I did get a direwolf and a werewolf. Now, I put a skin on the werewolf. Ah, I fell down. And the skin I put on there is to make his, there's only two, actually, skins that are added in. And one has it where he doesn't have any clothes. Like right now he doesn't, but he's covered with fur. and I needed a direwolf. I like playing with direwolves, and I like running with direwolves. But see, like right here, he's got the grayish skin, which looks pretty cool. And then if you take off this, but see, like you can see his points. That's the reason why I said I need to go ahead and tweak it some. He was level 4. He's level 21 now. See, his health is way up there. Which what I'm gonna do with him, I'm just gonna park him inside. To me, he's overpowered right now, so I'm not gonna use him as far, because I think it's just an unfair advantage. His health is outrageous. His melee damage is outrageous. And see, like if I have 1 point in health, it jumps up 1,000. 1 point in melee damage. Wait, 200 roughly, almost 200. But I think I'm gonna end up. Oh, I didn't show you what he looks like just vanilla. This is what he looks like just vanilla. He's got like a little outfit. Kind of cool. One thing that I've come to realize, I mean, I like him. That's the reason why I'm going to keep him in here. But one thing I've come to realize is, okay, you ride him, you become him, kind of, okay? Now, I could have swore when I used him last time. See, okay, he's got a bite. He's got a howl. Now, I could have swore when I used him last time he had a claw swipe too. Unless it's changed. But also, here's another thing about the werewolf. If I jump off of him... Now, sometimes, not always, I guess. But when I jump off of him sometimes, it'll put me like right above the ground where I can look around and I can't move. And then all of a sudden, it'll just slowly take me back down to the ground. I mean, he looks really cool. But I could have swore that when I played him last time, you didn't become him. You rode on his shoulders just like the monkey. And that he had... That's the left click. Right click doesn't do anything. I could have swore he had a claw swipe. And that was the reason why I was using them. I have to look at that. Maybe it wasn't this mod. No, because I ended up... I just left this mod in there. I didn't take it out. I don't know now. I really don't. But I'm going to end up tweaking the settings as we go to go ahead. If I add in a creature mod, then I want to tweak the settings. I want to check with the Baby Yoda. I'm pretty sure the Baby Yoda didn't have any abilities. But I'll have to look at that. I know you put him in the crib, which I've never done, so it's kind of like, eh. But anyway, this is going to be a regular series. So I've got quite a bit of regular series going on. But at the same time, I'm still out of... Gosh, he's encumbered like crazy. What has he got on him? Is it just me? Oh, it's just me. My fat butt can't go ahead and keep him going. See, the health goes up way too much. I'm not gonna spend any more of his points until I end up tweaking the settings a little bit. Because I gotta also tweak the settings on the food. Food and water drops like crazy. And in this area, I don't think it should. But yeah, I don't have any extra armor mods. Reusables. Reusables was another one because it doesn't replace the one that you have. It makes another one that says reusable, which on some of them I really like. Bola's grappling bow, I really like using it, and this one that I have in here doesn't end up affecting it too much. It's got a reusable parachute, reusable whip, it's got the reusable climbing picks, reusable glider suit, which I didn't understand. Why does it say reusable glider suit? I thought it was already reusable. The torch was the main reason why I put it in there. Now these right here, though, the only problem is you can't upgrade them. So like the torch, well, because it is reusable, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's stuck at a 40 durability, and the whip is too. the only thing that I did not like about it is the fact that now, without me going to the other things, it gave me these two and this one and the whip. So that it was like a roundabout way to go ahead and get some of his stuff. Oh, and then a reusable spear. And then the reusable boomerang. And I think there's more, but I'm not too sure. But the idea for this right here, I'm going to go up a couple more levels because I'm putting all my extra flyers up there. And then it'll start expanding out across the back. But since I am on this island, I know that any creatures that I put here, these are just, you know, the collectors kind of, and they'll be relatively safe because it is herbivore island. So I ain't gonna really worry about too much unless they go ahead and start falling into the water. Now, one thing I have been having to worry about is, where is he? Those Brontos fall off the ledge and get stuck in the back, and if I end up attacking them, then of course they damage everything around me. So there is that. But anyways, this series is going to be added into the regular set of series because I like playing it. Kind of like how I lose myself in Conan and I play it and I start building and stuff like that. That's kind of how this one is too. There's aspects of this that I really like as opposed to Conan, and I wish that I could go ahead and get the building from Conan and put that into here, and the combat from Conan and put that into here, and then the thralls from Conan and put that into here. I think that would be, I mean, that would be my like all-time favorite because I like the animals, I like the dinosaurs, I just collect them. I mean, you can see I got pterodons, what, 3? That's 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. There's like, ooh, first one was like, I need one. Second one was like, oh wait, he's higher. Third one was like, ooh, pretty color. So, yeah, there is all that. But we needed to get a couple of carnivores out here. I'm curious to see if the egg picker, I was going to say, if it affects whenever you have animals that, you know, actually don't lay eggs. So all the little mammals and stuff, the wolves and the saber-tooths and all those. Curious if it didn't affect them the same way. But anyways, so yeah, we're going to keep on building out. One thing that I know my son has already asked me to do, he wants me to build like this giant platform somewhere that me and him can go ahead and fight against each other, kind of. And I'll work on that later on. But for right now, it's my goal to go ahead and take on the main creatures, explore the other worlds, Scorched Earth, because I've never been to Scorched Earth. I've never been to any of the DLCs, to be honest. So I'm not familiar with any of those. And I thought about starting out in Ragnarok and stuff like that, but like my son's never done beat any of the bosses, and he's never been to Ragnarok, and I have never been to Ragnarok. So I figured we could go bouncing back and forth, and it'd just be a continuous base over and over again. Now, my favorite animal overall is the here, hold on, I want to turn this, what is it, tab, Gamma 2? No, Gamma 4. Turn it up a little bit so you can see. My favorite creatures are the Thylacoleo and the Argy. Those are my top two. And that's probably what I'll end up using a lot. But that's the reason why I was like, if anybody has any suggestions about maybe some of the mods that have different creatures. There was one, and I don't understand. I need to read up on there. There was one mod that I had in there that it added and like an alternative to the I can't remember which one it is, but it gave a buff whenever it howled. It gave a buff to go ahead and for creatures to attack. And I can't remember which mod it was. I know there's a regular creature in game. What, the Yuki, the bird-like looking creature. But this one added in a different version of it. And I can't remember which one that one was. But yeah. So, if anybody has any more suggestions on any vanilla type mods to add, just let me know. But you can check down and download which ones I have added. And we're going to have to tweak some of them already. Like I said, the werewolf is gaining way too much. I wonder if you can take a werewolf with you to a boss fight. Because some of the other ones I found out you could. And I could have swore when I was playing that he basically imitated the same as the monkey. But that's not the case. Maybe I took it off and then added it. No, that's got the same skin. The skin I like. Well, anyways. So until next time, I am ShakenNORT. And I shall catch you later.